Hi, I am going to make a protein lemon loaf, which I will put a link to the website where you can get the full recipe. It is a Gina Aliotti recipe off her website, and I love it. It uses the Devotion Nutrition Protein, which is amazing to do basically anything with, to cook with, to make smoothies with. It's just a really great blend of protein that you can make like ice cream and this protein fluff, which is kind of like a soft serve ice cream, and it's really delicious. And then you can add flex flavors to it and make any flavor that you want. And I'm pretty sure that there's already tutorials on how to do that on the internet, so you'll have to check that out or go Google it. So what you'll need to do is go ahead and have your loaf pan lightly sprayed with some cooking spray, and I mean like lightly spray it. There's no reason to have a bunch of cooking spray in there, especially if you have a nonstick pan already. So you'll need your protein, you'll need your oats. The original recipe also calls for shredded zucchini, which I am going to substitute yellow squash with, because A, there was no more zucchini in my grocery when I went to go get it, and B, the yellow will conceal better if you're trying to like be sneaky and give these to your kids as a healthy snack or breakfast or whatnot. So I did one of the smallest sides of the grater, and then I sprinkled about a half a teaspoon of salt on top of it and let it sit for a little bit. And what that's going to do is pull some of the moisture out. So now I'm going to get some paper towels and I'm going to like smush it down and try to get as much moisture out as possible so that their loaf isn't a soggy mess. And this is going to be used instead of an oil like a butter cooking oil. Some people use applesauce, but applesauce has sugar and carbohydrates in it, which if that's not like your goal, then this zucchini and yellow squash are really low in carbohydrates, and so they're just like great, and they're volume food so that you can eat a whole lot of it and not be killing your diet. So I don't have a paper towel. Let me go get one. I'm back. So I squish it down and I get, you can see a lot of moisture. And basically whenever I'm cooking with zucchini, I always do this. Especially if you're doing like a zucchini latte and you're frying something, you don't want all the moisture because then it won't cook up good and fry up good. So that's like probably super bad for the environment using all these paper towels. But I gotta do it. So there we go. And now it looks like that. So I'm going to just slide that into my bowl. And then I also zested 1 lemon. So that's all that lemon zest. And then I also juiced the lemon. So this is the lemon juice. And then I'm going to get a half a cup of oats, which is approximately 30 grams of carbohydrates. And then I'm going to take 1 scoop of my Angel Food Cake Devotion Nutrition Protein. And this comes out to 20 grams of protein. Put that in there. And then I have 1/4 cup of water, plus I added a 1/4 cup of liquid egg whites. And I put that in. then you want to get 1 teaspoon of baking powder, not soda, powder. Put that in there. And then I'm going to be using 3 of my favorite Devotion Nutrition Flex Flavor lemon meringue. Man, I love me some lemon. So I'm going to put 3 of these in there. It's going to be really lemony goodness. This is kind of taking a long time. Usually I take some scissors and I just like cut off all the tops. But they do have these little tear things to them, so. And then you want to mix it up really good with your spatula. That's mixed really, really good. Now you can add some walnuts at this point in time, or any type of like added fat source that you want to do. I am not, because I like to smother it afterwards with like coconut oil or coconut manna, which if you don't know what coconut manna is, and you love coconut, it's a game changer. Well, it's also known as coconut butter, and it's so good. And for 1 tablespoon of coconut butter, it's 9 grams of fat. So I use this as my fat source on top of my my lemon loaf. And then I also like to add some poppy seeds, because I really like lemon poppy seed things. And I don't measure this out. I just take the top off. It's probably about 1 teaspoon. And I put those in there. And you mix really good. And you just take your prepped loaf. And you get it all inside there really good. And then usually what I'll do is shake it around and tap it out, make sure it's all even, and stick it in for about, check it in about a half an hour, and with a toothpick, and if it comes out clean, then it's done. If not, you can let it go for maybe like 3 to 5 minutes, and then check it again. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this into my preheated 350 degree oven and start my timer, and then we'll check it when it's done, and you can see how delicious it's gonna be.